Welcome back to Queens on Queens. I'm your host, Nate Clark, along with my co-host, Shayna B.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm good and you?
Oh, no, I'm tired. I said I was going to have it together this week, but I don't know what's wrong.
It's all right.
Mm-mm.
You probably got a lot on your mind. You got some things coming up. So,
I do, but
yeah.
we're going to push through. I'm going to try not to yawn as much as I
Oh,
did
like the
last
last
week.
time? All right,
I
we
can't
we
make
gonna
no
work. I
promises.
don't know because you said you was tired, so you might give me a couple of yawns here and there. I'm just gonna watch. Now that I'm fully warned, I know what's gonna happen. I just have to turn my head and be like, because it's contagious when you yawn.
Yeah, I
So yeah.
know. Say anything new?
I don't have anything new. I don't have any tea that I've come across, but what about you?
Um, Nothing too pressing.
I know you're trying to get that light
Nothing
right.
that can't. Yeah, I know. I just don't feel like reaching over to get my ring light either. Y'all just got to see. I'm gonna be Batman this week.
Not Batman. I'm Batman.
Shadow. Batman.
Batman. Okay, great.
Either way, I don't really have no hot tea that can't wait for next week because although we're covering 3 episodes, I mean 3 shows, it was
Yeah.
a lot going on. So I want to make sure we have time to talk about all of that. One thing I do want to say real quick because I kind of teased you with it a few days ago
Yeah.
was remember that earthquake that happened in New Jersey and New York?
Yes.
Melissa Gorga
Oh
from the Real
Lord.
Housewives of New Jersey
Right.
did an interview with Entertainment Tonight saying that when the earthquake happened, she was in her house by herself. She
Uh-huh.
was confused as to what was going on. She thought it was ghosts and called 911. That's what she said.
Wow. She thought it was ghost shaking her house.
And
That's
called 911.
that's amazing.
Mm-hmm. Like, girl, what you think the police gonna do?
Well, no, right. Were they gonna come to the house and try to catch the ghost, or they gonna send somebody over to catch it because Ghostbusters gonna come or something out?
But
You said
yeah,
Melissa, so never mind. Sometimes she ain't, got a couple of sandwiches, sort of a picnic going on. I don't.
I'm gonna try not to go in on her too hard because the season's not out yet,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna save my opinions on her character or lack thereof for when we
I'm
start recapping
I'm
the season.
going from past. For me right
Mm-hmm.
now, it's still the same as before. She ain't changing them, but we'll see what's going on. We'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we'll see a different side. Maybe I don't know.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Mm.
where would you want to start today?
Honey, let me tell you something. I watched Potomac yesterday. I rewatched by Beverly Hills, and I watched Summer House. And when I say I got about 3 pages of notes, in a sense, because I had to rewatch buying Beverly Hills. But wherever you want to start, we can go.
Well, honey, you got your notes together, and I'm just going based off memory. So I'm gonna let you take the driver's seat this episode.
I guess we can start with Summer House first. Because I had some on them, but it wasn't like, oh no, I lied. It was a good amount.
Oh, okay.
Just a little bit. Oh no, it wasn't. This is just a little bit, little bit, little bit. It was merged with Buying Beverly Hills. It's on one page together. But anyways, um, I'm gonna start with Shanice's mom. She got on the phone with her mom, and her mom was like, "F her." I was like, "I love Shanice's mom. Your mom was telling you what it is. You see what it is, and just take it that way. You see it people's true colors and how they feel about you. Although she's like, I didn't mean it that way. That's the first, no hesitation
Mm-hmm.
that came out your mouth, and you already
And it
know what
wasn't
she
even her question. It wasn't even her question to
right.
answer.
I think she just wanted to do that. Be a Messy. I wouldn't even say messy.
You want to call
Probably
her bitch.
being that person, that
You
lady.
done said that. You done said bitch twice on this show already. You might as well just keep on.
I'm not gonna do it today. Excuse me. But yeah,
Bless you.
when she talked to her mom and told her what happened, like her mom gave her the rundown. Like sometimes you got to keep people at arm's length. If that's the
Hmm.
case, you talk about me now,
I
and that's
mean,
how you feel. That's really how you feel,
yeah, her mama responded the way that I would imagine I would respond if my child called me and told me what was happening.
right? I would have did the same thing. F 'em. Fuck her.
Yeah,
But yes,
but I would tell my child to keep her clothes on too. Be honest, that's just me.
I'm gonna get naked. Keep your clothes on. Don't do it. She was like,
She always
no.
getting naked.
That child stay naked. Stay
I like
naked.
her though. I fucks with
Dude, I
Shanice.
like Shanice. She's one of my favorites on there. I do like
Uh,
Noelle, but although Noelle has shown a toxic side of her, like a crazy toxic side, I was like, oh, whoa, whoa. You doing too much, honey.
well, I don't really feel like Noelle showed a toxic, crazy side. I feel like when she was, I think it was the liquor. You know,
Okay.
when you get to a certain level of drinking, you don't really think about what you're saying and how it's coming out.
But they do say when you drink, truth comes out.
Yeah, the truth comes out, and the truth was she did want Alex, and she did have, this idea in her head that they was gonna hook up, and that's what came out. But I also, in that same conversation, she kind of did check herself. It was like, you are free to do what you want to do, as am I. Like it was basically just putting everything on the table. And she got rejected, and she took it in stride, and she moved on. She wasn't like after he, she was.
After him,
I didn't see toxic and crazy, to be honest.
I did only because she's like in my mind. I had the feeling that you know I did. She did. Did she say? Maybe I just need to rewatch it again because for me,
Hmm.
I'm in my mind is we're together and I get jealous seeing you with other people. I'm just like, what? That's
Hmm.
crazy. That's how I saw craziness. Like how you
Hmm.
automatically assume he knew that you wanted him, and in your mind, it's y'all, and that's what it's gonna be. I
Yeah.
just confused.
I mean,
Although it be that way. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I do think that that's probably what was playing in her head. But the way I interpreted that scene between her and Alex was more so of an awkward conversation where she had been drinking, she got jealous, and she wanted to let him know, like, hey, I want you.
Hmm.
But I also saw, from what I can remember, that conversation played out a little differently than I think the way, or maybe we just interpreted it in different
Different,
ways.
right? But at the end, she did, back off.
Yeah.
I saw that part, and I was like, okay, good, because girl, that was just like
Hmm.
for me. Um, yeah, Alex ain't nothing but a fuck boy. That's all he is, and he gonna be
To
that.
be honest with you, Alice really ain't even that cute to me.
He's not like why
I
is
don't understand.
ladies going crazy? Let me just tell this right here kills me.
Hmm.
Ew, I don't know. It's
Now,
just
I ain't
weird.
saying he ugly. I'm just saying he don't. I wouldn't see him across the room. I'd be like, damn, let me get some of that.
Right. I don't know. It's something
With a
about this
mirror, yes.
goatee thing with the what?
A mirror.
Amir is a very nice looking gentleman.
A mirror is cute as hell.
Mhm. He's the nicest looking one out of the whole house, I think.
Hmm.
And then Preston, I love Preston. He is handsome.
Yes.
Oh my god. Yeah,
I would
but
like to be friends with Preston.
I would too. I would love for him to be one of my friends. For real.
Hmm.
I like Preston. He can dress, he
Really,
talks well.
really, I would be friends with any of them.
Yeah. I
To
don't know
be
about
honest, even when they get on my nerves or like I think they in the wrong, I still see
want to
good
hang
enough
out
in
with
them
him.
to want to hang out. Yeah, we just have to have some disagreements. That's it.
That's it. And get right back at it. Let's see. I wouldn't. And then going back to Alex and Noelle, or even just Noelle. Noelle, you know he slept with your friend, so why would you even think about pursuing that? Even if your friend was like, "Go ahead, do it," I would not.
But I think too, you have to take into consideration that people in the house are also gassing her up.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's had conversation with some other people, with some of the guys in particular, about her having a crush on Alex, and they were encouraging her and saying, Summer doesn't care, like go for it. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but
So
as
I
being,
think that does play a factor as well.
I'd be a smart woman about it. I said, no, I wouldn't do that because I would never sleep with somebody that my best friend said. That's a rule, that a boundary you just don't cross. Some people cross it. Me, no.
Honey, in the gay world with gay men, we all don't fuck each other, okay?
The community is so
Let's be
tight.
honest.
It's small. Everybody know
It
every.
is so tight. You know at least one person that somebody done slept with, and you probably done slept with that. Like it's all intermingled.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it ain't no big deal for me.
But like, I'm saying, like that's my best friend. No, that's different. I mean, the
Are
LGBT.
they best friends
I
though?
wouldn't say best friends, but good friends, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
They just run in the same circle. I'm assuming. I really don't know. I question these people, some people's, and these shows that we watch, their actual friendships.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I do think on Summer House Martha's Vineyard that they are legitimately friends. I think that the first season, a lot of them were meeting for the first time, but like they had like mutual friends in common on the show, and that was the thing that linked them all together.
yeah, the
And then
glue that
obviously
bond.
after that show in that season wrapped, they continued to hang out and get to know each other. So now you can kind of tell that they really did form
Build a
true
bond.
friendships.
Okay, yeah.
But also, some of these friendships are still new, so that's why you get these little arguments because you still have to learn each other and ensure there's boundaries and what
Right.
makes you tick.
Since you said that, like the argument between Summer and what's her name, Jordan.
Jordan. Mm-hmm.
I was like, what is happening? It just.
Yeah.
I think I looked away for a second, and then I was like, "What just happened?" I didn't even
Yep.
rewind it, but I know it started when they were at the table, and I guess Jordan kind of raised their voice a little. Some, I guess, like I just missed that part, and then they were getting into the headbutting in the car before they got out. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
And that's a prime example of it because Jordan and Summer didn't know each other before last season, and then after last season wrapped, they continued hanging out because they liked each other. So
right.
that's a new friendship in which they're still learning each
Still
other.
learn each other.
Because Summer's issue was that Jordan gets loud and she pops off and nobody like cares. It's just whatever.
Let's do
But
it
then
right.
when Summer raises her voice, it's an issue. It's like, whoa, what's wrong with you?
Mm-hmm.
And that's one thing that Preston was trying to tell Summer is that like, we know Jordan on a deeper level, so like we're kind of used to it, whereas we're still getting to know you, so we
Right.
haven't seen that side of you before. And I think that's where, like I say, it's this growing pains, learning each other.
Right. Okay. You have. Then that was like that right there. Why I wanted to talk about that, just that part right there. I was like, I just missed so much in just a second. I didn't know what happened, but I did
Yeah.
hear Preston say those things to them in the car. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
Um,
what were your thoughts on Mariah and Phil?
Phil Phil was nasty. I'm glad that he's not come back. Now Mariah, on the other hand, had an issue with just Brie.
Mm-hmm.
I would bring her. I would want her to come back, but Phil, I wouldn't. He was just really nasty. They showed back clips. I was like, nah, I wouldn't want him because his energy is just so ugly.
Mm-hmm.
And the clip that they showed of Mariah with Brie is because of the dog, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's what it is. Your dog did this. Here's your shit. Cleaned it up, or whatever the case may be. That was just direct to her. But I could understand where Preston came from. Like, he was
Yeah.
really uncomfortable. He did not like it. And he felt that Phil was totally disrespectful towards him and how he made him feel. And I could get that. I could see that. I felt it when I watched the clips back. So
Mm-hmm.
You know, Phil don't have to be in the house. And for what I was hearing is that Phil was coming in anyway, but he was gonna be in his own house. Why is it necessary? Y'all can go see him, which was Bree and Jordan.
Shanice.
Shanice. If you want to see him that bad, then go over there. He don't have to come over here. Like what why is it
Yeah.
necessary to come? When everybody in the house
Um.
had issues with him.
Yeah. I agree with that. That Phil, he came in. Like I say, he didn't even stay the night because he just immediately had issues with everybody.
Yeah.
It. I completely understood how Preston felt because as a gay person, when you hear a heterosexual person making comments about you being soft and this and that,
Yeah.
even though you're not come out and saying something blatantly homophobic, we know the vibes. Like we know
We
what you're
get
trying
it.
to say,
Yeah, we
and
do.
you don't want to be in that environment or with those type of people at all.
Right.
So when he brought down crying about that, that really like got to me because I've been in
It
that
did.
situation before.
But then Bree was
hmm
Bria, yeah, was very
Yeah.
insensitive when she was, you know, spewing her thoughts. So I was like,
hmm
no, you're not nice.
But here's my thing. I don't even remember what Bria said about that. But I do know that they said, okay, Phil can't come to the house, so we'll go see him. It was whatever. I I'm on Bria's side in this situation because even though Mariah only had an issue with Bria, Mariah did put her hands on Bria. Bria did feel a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
Now, with Phil, there was no physical altercation, but things were escalated. He very easily could have fought 3 or 4 people in that house that
We
night. Like
sure could
everybody
have.
was missing him.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like for everybody to say no, Phil makes us uncomfortable. We don't like him. He can't come. And then for then they talk about Mariah and say, oh, okay, yeah, she can come. I feel like that's disregarded Bria's feelings and her comfortability on the issue.
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't say anything. She was like, okay, whatever, let her in. She
Uh-huh.
obviously wasn't happy about it, but she didn't kick up a big fuss
No.
about it
Mm-hmm.
until Phil told her, because Phil and Mariah are friends, that Mariah
This
already had her plane ticket, that it was basically going to be she's coming regardless of what Bria
regardless.
said.
Right.
That's
And
the issue I have with Jasmine is
with
that
Jazz. Right.
you can't, you have to be fair. You can't have this group meeting, this house meeting, whatever you want to call it, and vote on who can stay, who can go. But basically, you was plotting behind Bria's back. You was
Already.
manipulating her already,
Uh-huh.
regardless of what was said. Because what
Mm-hmm.
if Bria was like, "No, I don't want her in here. I don't feel
Don't feel
safe or whatever."
comfortable. Right. So what are you gonna do? Say retract the plane ticket and she gotta go?
Right.
Go back or not even come at all, just stay home. So in that sense, yes, Jasmine fucked up. And she shouldn't have did that until they had a meeting.
hmm
And she feels like she didn't do nothing wrong.
Right.
She don't understand. She's oblivious.
But it's either Phil lied or Jasmine's lying. One of those two are lying about the date of the ticket because the dates ain't adding up.
Uh-huh. So I don't know. Cause I saw them showing the plane ticket. I'm like, okay, well, what actually day was it booked? And she's coming. That's where I want to see. I want
hmm
to see that receipt.
I don't remember what the date was on the ticket, to be
It was
honest with you.
September 1st. I think that was to come, but I want to know what day it was actually purchased. You know what I mean?
True. True.
Right. Obviously, it was purchased way before the phone call went through. It had to be,
hmm
and before they had the house meeting. So I could tell you that much. I know it was. There's no
Yeah.
way. No way.
I mean, I just, like I said, I just feel like it wasn't fair for Bria. Like, you can't say your friend can't come because we don't like him, he makes us uncomfortable, but then we're just going to disregard how you feel.
Right. And
You
she's
actually did have hands put on you. Now, granted, it ain't like she punched her or nothing like that. She just kind of just pushed her back up off of her.
uh-huh.
But still, if you're not a person who's used to stuff like that, that is a violation.
Yeah. It is a violation of space. But Bria's a brat. I'm sorry.
She is a brat, but
Oh,
I'm just trying to be fair. I just feel like fair is fair.
understood. Fair
Can't
is
have it both
fair.
ways.
Fair is fair. Yes, she was the one that got assaulted, in a sense, not
In a sense.
punched,
Like
but
I ain't trying to be
pushed.
dramatic about it. I'm just
Right.
saying.
She got pushed back. You know, so I don't know. We're gonna see how this goes and if she comes or not, and if she's gonna apologize to Bria. Even if she apologized to Bria, I still don't think that she's going to be comfortable with her being there.
Of course
Yeah, no. Mm-mm. Nope. Nope, nope, nope.
On a lighter note, did you notice that when Noelle came back from the grocery store and she told Alex she brought food for him, how quick someone turned her head around?
What? She said, I said, what? I said, where's she at? Where's she at? Said that head turned so damn fast, I thought she was going to
Uh,
do a 180 or something.
she about broke her damn neck trying to see what they was doing.
What? Right. Like, she said, see, he don't care. I don't know why you did that for him. He ain't won it, but it obviously was the thought that counts.
Yeah, I mean, he did say that.
Yeah.
I don't feel like he was an asshole about it.
I
I
don't
feel
think
like
he
he
was
told
either,
him
but that
nicely.
she made it seem like he was an a-hole
Right.
about it.
I didn't see asshole. I think that was very polite for him to be like, I don't eat this, but thanks. It was nice of you to think of it.
Just to think about me when you went out. Yeah.
Right.
Boy, I don't know.
I'm
People,
about broke her damn neck.
what? She moved so fast, I thought the whole couch was going to fly backwards.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, that was funny though.
That was funny.
What'd you think of
And
Shanice's friends that came? You are so funny.
I don't know too much about their personality, honey, but from what I see on the outside, they can stick around.
Shit, we saw him that one clip and we ain't see him no more.
I don't know. We should have seen more.
They just disappeared. I said, well, damn, didn't they do a whole weekend or they just did the night and then left? But
I
yeah,
don't know.
they
That
were
was
good.
a
Noelle loved it.
nice little eye candy. All I got to say.
Yes. And on another note, Jordan and her alopecia. Oh man, she just
Mm-hmm.
was not feeling it that day or that night they were supposed to go out to dinner. She just was not happy. And that kind of broke my heart for her. I was like, oh my God, I feel so
Yeah,
off. I
I do
feel
too.
it was like it was a point where she was just adding it in and she still had her hair, but now it's not like that. Like
Now
she has to
she has to have hair.
has
Like
to
she
have
has to wear hair.
has to
And
have
so I
it.
do feel sad for that.
Yeah. But I
Well,
hope,
looks like we're
they
gonna
go.
get more. Looks like we're gonna get more in depth about it next week, next episode.
Yes. Okay.
From the preview, that's what it looked like. Like she was gonna tell everybody what's going on with her.
Yeah, my TV, like, if you don't hit the cancel or whatever it is, it'll just click off. I didn't get to see the
Yeah.
stuff for next week. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Moving on.
Mm-hmm. Potomac, baby.
Yeah, I guess we can talk about it.
It was so frustrating to me watching this part 2 of the reunion.
I don't even know why we got 3 parts, let alone 2.
I just feel like it is blatantly obvious that the producers of this show don't
Do
care for Wendy or
do
Candiace.
not care. Do not care. Do not care. Could not
Because
find the clips of her congratulating of Wendy congratulating Gizelle on her daughter's accomplishment. They could not find it. How is that? But you can find every other clip
right.
against Wendy and Candy.
And I believe them too. Like Candy and Wendy are not the type that just lie to make themselves look good.
Right. Not at all.
So I believe when they said that. And I think the production they could have at least found audio of them saying it because they were still mic'd up, regardless if the camera was on or not.
Right. They still mic'd up, just like they was still mic'd up when that fight happened. When we gonna talk about that?
I guess next week.
Then that better be the last mother clucking episode of this shit, because ain't nothing else to talk about. Because really, there's no resolution going on. I do see Candiace. Why do I want to keep calling her Candy? Candiace and Wendy have apologized for their behaviors and everything, but from the other two, nothing.
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 And this again,
Yeah.
is why I take issue with Andy Cohen being a reunion host, because I don't feel like he's being fair. Because at the beginning of this reunion, he said he wanted everybody to take accountability and try to move forward with each other. But I feel like he's only holding Candiace and Wendy to the fire for their words, and they keep apologizing for their reactions to
Right.
things
They
over
have.
and over again. And I feel like Robyn's there have not taken true accountability for none of the shit that they started that caused the other side's reactions.
Correct. It's always a cause and effect.
Mm-hmm.
Always. Like, come on
And
now.
that's why I love Candiace's husband, Chris, when he came out there. He pointed that out too. And Andy's getting even say shit back.
Nothing. Let me tell you, when I said I love Chris invited to the barbecue, okay? He coming to the cookout. He coming to the cookout. When he shut, and this is what gets me. How are Gizelle and Robyn questioning somebody else's stuff? Like, shut the fuck up. You don't have no room to, especially Robyn. Robyn, why are you asking questions? And when he shut her down and was like, I don't know her. I don't know her.
Mm-hmm. Like, Robyn just looked fucking stupid. Like, the girl that came out and said she lied. Why you keep pushing the issue?
So
how about
the dick pic wasn't really yours? It was a Photoshop. He just told you and just said that he didn't know that woman, and the lady went back and said she made it all up.
Mm-hmm.
I wish you had that much energy when it came to your situation.
That's what I was about to say.
With the real receipt.
That's what I was about to say.
With real everything, real evidence, everything out there. And you just dumb and oblivious to everything that's going on. But you want to question somebody else. Shut up.
You want to push this narrative so bad that Chris is a bad husband. Meanwhile, your husband is nice to every single woman in the DC area but you. Can't even go sit behind you and show you no motherfucking support, and y'all just got married last year, or remarried, after he cheated on you throughout the first marriage, and probably still cheating on you throughout this marriage. Done said on camera that he don't like you, that if it weren't for the boys, he wouldn't be with you. But by all means, let's talk about the Photoshop of somebody else's penis. And with Gizelle, we're not even going to get into that because Gizelle ain't had no real relationship in her life. I wouldn't even count her marriage to Jamal Bryant as real because he was slinging his dick all around Atlanta, not giving her none either. And that's why she's so bitter and miserable and hating on everybody else's marriage because she don't know a good one. It's a bitter ass.
No, talking about I don't care what he do. I don't see nothing past my eyeballs. What? Obviously, that ain't no more.
Mm-mm.
That's why I put on here. I said, Robyn having some nerve to question Chris. Like, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. Like, they got on my nerves. Like, why are y'all talking? Both of y'all. Like, please.
I'm just glad Chris was there and he shut both of them down.
All three of them. Andy, Gizelle, and Robyn. Loved it. Loved every minute of it. That was my favorite part right there. I could just turn the rest of it off.
Yeah. Speaking of clocking somebody, I also love how Wendy clocked Karen. Because, I love Karen. But you gotta be fair and call that bitch out when she wrong.
Yeah.
When that's talking about colorism, which we'll get into that in a second.
Yes.
But when Karen's like, oh, this is the best cast on Bravo to talk about it, and Wendy's like, that's not true. This cast doesn't have the range to talk about it.
And they don't.
Go, Professor.
They don't. Because Gizelle, just because you went to HBCU and you was an AKA don't mean nothing because you are blind.
Mm-hmm.
Blind. And God only knows what she has taught her daughters. Or not taught
Well,
them.
I ain't gonna
I mean,
go
I'm
into
just
that. But
saying.
what? Yeah, I know what you're saying.
But not I try to teach my kids,
Mm-hmm.
the things that I know and beyond. Things that I
Mm-hmm.
may not have experience. I just try to broaden them. Just not let them
Right.
live in a box. You know.
I mean, from what we see of her daughters, I feel like they got a hell of a lot more sense than she
Sense to
got.
their mama, yeah. Grace is beautiful. I know she is smart in those twins. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. Yes. Mm.
But yeah, because if they had the range to have this discussion and have it in a real impactful way, we wouldn't have to keep talking about it season after season after season after season.
Right, because it would have been squashed last.
Season one.
Well, yeah, because like I said, I didn't watch from season one. I've only watched, and like I
Right.
told you, I might go back and just watch to see how they mistreated. Oh, when they mistreated Monique. We'll talk about that in a second, though.
Mm-hmm.
Because when Candiace was like, the only time you were supportive of me is when we were trying to take down
Monique.
Monique. And I was
Mm-hmm.
like, ooh. I was
And
like,
I
she got
believe that too.
a point. Got a
I
point.
believe that too.
I didn't
Because
watch. Go ahead.
I don't feel like Giselle. I don't feel like she was Candace's enemy when Candace first joined the show, but I don't think that she really cared about her like that until Candace and Monique had a falling out. And
Right.
then you see Giselle butting up to Candace.
Mm-hmm. Just for that, obviously. And then after
Mm-hmm.
that happened, we're back here.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And Giselle's, I don't know what's going. Right, she bitter because her attitude and demeanor up on that couch is
It's
ugly.
disgusting.
It's ugly. I'm like,
It's
who are
disgusting.
you? Like, take ownership of what you did and apologize
That's
because
the problem. She don't see nothing wrong with what she doing.
and that is a big problem. Big problem. Oh my gosh. Mm,
That's why she gonna be old and alone. Because who wanna put up with that shit?
nobody. She gonna be old alone, and Robyn gonna be in her delusional world alone with her
Mm-hmm.
with her kids and her roommate, maybe. But
Maybe.
anyway,
So I predict if it don't happen sooner, I think at least when them boys get older and move out and start their own adult life, Ron
he
gonna be done with Robyn for good.
separate.
If
No.
not before then.
Mm-hmm. Cause he doing what he want to do. They pretty much got an arrangement. Not really, not signed, not nothing like Mia and Gordon. That ain't nothing like that. But he got his own agenda, and
Hmm.
he do what he want, and she just let him walk all over. But anyways, oh, I
So
can't. I
much,
can't.
so much.
All I want to
But
say is, oh, just real quick, lighter note, just a little bit.
yeah,
The way Wendy was walking in from when they did like the 5 minute break, I said, "Oh my gosh, she walked like a motherfucking goddess." I love it. I was like, "I'm
yeah.
here for Wendy. I see you."
Hmm.
He walks with
Wendy
style
is a
and
beautiful woman.
confidence. She is beautiful.
Yes.
She is gorgeous. Oh my god,
Hmm.
I love it.
Um, there's just so much that happened to unpack. To be
It,
honest with
it
you,
is,
I'm
and let's
trying to
go
keep it straight, and I feel
right.
like we're
Let's
moving
go
backwards.
right quick back to the colorism comments that were said. Did you see Robyn rolling out the fake tears?
Yeah.
For me, I really think that when Candiace made her statement of colorism, or the words that she said, it wasn't even colorism. She called them, what was it? Your
So
white from
what
last year.
happened? What happened last reunion was when they was talking about Gizelle,
Mm-hmm.
in the whole hotel room story with Chris,
Mm-hmm.
and Candace said, "You sat out there with your white looking ass." And
And
the point of her saying that was to say that women of a lighter complexion or white women when they cry out that something was done to them by a man, they are more easily believed than women of a darker complexion. And so
Correct.
she was trying to say that her light skin privilege allowed them to paint this narrative that Chris was a predator when the whole thing was not true.
Correct. And for some odd reason, we got Robyn over here in tears, crying, fake tears for me, because I didn't see nothing fall. I just seen her face squinch up. She was talking, I felt that she was directing it towards more of Gizelle. It didn't have nothing to do with Robyn, but then Robyn made it about her because Gizelle is her friend. So that's why you don't want to try to mend things with Candiace, is because of Gizelle. That's what it is. That's what it seems like to me. You don't want to mend that relationship because you have an alliance with Gizelle, and Gizelle doesn't like Candiace, so therefore you're not gonna like her either. Whoever she don't like, you don't like. And that's horrible. That's that you obviously you don't have a mind of your own.
She
I
don't.
just
She
wanted to
don't
come
have
back
a
to
mind at all.
well, you're right. That's why she don't have a mind of her own. She just follows the lead of other people, especially Gizelle. She like a little
Right.
wandering puppy dog. And I was like, what is she crying for? Did you see the text messages? Or the mess? First, it was the
Yes.
message that was sent. She ignored Candiace, didn't say nothing to
Mm-hmm.
her. Then there was another message sent. Ignore her, didn't say nothing to. So Candiace has reached out.
Mm-hmm.
You ignored her.
And all of that was before Candace started talking shit
Well,
about her and Juan
right.
and saying that she was plotting.
On the pods and stuff like that. That happened before. So
Right.
now I get it. Now I see. Because we got receipts.
Mm-hmm. I just wish that came out during the season instead
I
of waiting
did
to the
too.
reunion, because that would have made a lot more sense than as to why Candace was so upset with her. And for whatever reason, why would just want to keep trying to portray it as the Juan situation when really that was the situation you perpetuated before they even came out.
Correct. Correct. They were obviously again production making it seem like to put Candiace in a bad light.
Mm-hmm.
And now you can see that. And I you know what? I hate the fact that Candiace has left, but I could understand why. I know you
Absolutely.
and I talked about it last week. And for this moment, that moment of seeing those messages and stuff, I understand why now. And
This whole reunion, seeing how it's stacked against her, I can understand why. That is
yeah,
frustrating as hell.
definitely. They always try to put Candiace and Wendy in a horrible light. Horrible.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't agree with it. I mean, I understand things are on TV for entertainment, for us to enjoy, but I'm not enjoying Potomac at all. I did not.
Mm-hmm.
I really wanted to fast forward through the reunion, but I can't because I got to hear everything, so I can have con content here. You know,
Right.
I can't. Mm-mm. It's
It is crazy.
moving
And
on.
Wendy made another excellent point when they was talking about that situation of Robyn crying about how I'm uncomfortable with this conversation. I've never in my life been accused of being a colorist, blah blah blah. And we need to put in the context of if this was a black and white issue, that's like you crying and saying, how can you think I'm racist? Oh, I'm so upset I've been called racist in my life. Why can you not just say, well, what have I said or done to make you
Right,
feel
to
that
let
way?
me know so we can fix this, or let me
Right.
know where I can start. And it was none of that because they don't
Yeah.
want to. They don't.
They
They
don't
don't
want
want to
to.
get into the nitty gritty or actually have smart people conversations,
Hmm.
intellectual conversations, smart people conversations. That's fun.
But yeah,
What?
but it's just so frustrating. It is
It is
frustrating.
very frustrating. I'm hoping that we'll get a new cast shakeup. But let me tell you something. When the NECA was in the back talking, we forgot you was honestly there.
That's what Mia was telling her. She was like, you gotta speak up, otherwise it's like you just sitting there watching us.
That's what it is.
That's
Like
what
she
it
said some
is.
things here and there, but
But you know what? To NECA's defense, though, a
mhm.
lot of what is being discussed has nothing to do with her. A lot of it is still
at all.
stemming from past seasons
Correct.
and individual one-on-one issues. So there's really not a lot of space for her to interject
It's
so
not
far.
then whatever she's getting ready to interject, I don't want to hear it, honestly.
I
Because if it
mean,
has to do
hopefully it's her getting
anything
clarification. She
of
must be sitting
what
there asking questions so she can understand what the fuck's going on.
she was, but what I'm talking about is her speaking on whatever it is she had going on this season, which was really honestly nothing. The only issue or drama that she had within there was just in her mind with Wendy,
Hmm.
and that was nothing.
Hmm.
So hopefully she'll get to speak and say whatever it is that she needs to get off her chest. But all I know is I want to hear Wendy talking her native tongue because that's gonna happen on this next one.
Yes.
I'm ready. I want to know where that's gonna come from and why.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I yeah, lost my train of thought. But
Yes.
what the
Well,
hell was
why are
I?
you thinking
Oh,
of? Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
have you heard that? They're saying allegedly that Wendy might not be asked back next season.
I didn't hear that.
That's what the word on the street is. Like it hasn't been picked up by a credible source, but people are saying that they're starting to hear that they're not going to ask Wendy back next year.
You know what? Okay.
So here's my thing. Like I I can understand if Wendy does get fired because Wendy's only real ally on the show
It's
is
gone.
Candiace, and Karen.
Mm-hmm.
So now that Candiace has quit, she really only has Karen.
Mm-hmm.
But that puts her against the rest of the ladies that are on the show. Not necessarily against, because she can kick it with Ashley. Her and Mia have this weird love hate friendship. I feel like
They do.
so. I know her and Gizelle ain't never gonna get nowhere. I don't feel.
And Robyn either.
Robyn, we are
Oh,
hearing
that's
that
right. She
she's
gone.
back a bit anyway.
The
And then
NECA.
in NECA, I have hope that in this last part of the reunion that they can come to some common ground and resolve things and move on.
Yes.
But if they don't, then I can understand letting Wendy go. I don't
Right.
want her to,
I don't
but I can
either, but I
understand
can understand as
it's
well.
based on the dynamic of the group.
Correct. I agree with you. I agree. I wouldn't want to stay either. No. Nope. But
But I hope that her and Neko resolve things. Because I don't feel like it's.
that's a
I understand you don't play when it comes to nobody's mama,
mm-hmm.
but at the same time, I don't feel like it's so deep that they can't
But you can't try
at
to
least come not be like friends, but at least be around each other to like kick it and talk and hang out, like to a place like where her and me are at, you know?
right. Hey, maybe they can, maybe they will, maybe they won't. I guess we'll find out.
Yeah,
I don't know,
but I
but
think
I'm
that's all I
really
got.
gonna get to replace um them. Well, them three in a sense.
Yeah.
Just
But
Robyn.
whenever they cast for the next season, I hope they replace with some more darker skinned women. I hope they don't
Hope
replace
so
them with
too.
all light skinned women.
You know
Not that
what?
I like. I don't want to
Nothing
sound
we have nothing
colorist,
against the lighter
but
skin folks too. You know what I'm saying?
right,
I'm there. I just don't want to see that because in my mind, honestly, before you said that, I was like, "Yo, what if they get an all light skin cast?" I'm not watching it.
right.
I'm not watching it.
I mean, I would watch it because I wanted to give it a chance because who knows what their personality going to be like. But I'm saying like you gonna look for all the allegations of colorism behind the scenes. You really gonna look colorist then if you get rid of the dark skin. If all the dark skinned people are gone, except for one in NECA, and
I
then you
don't
replace
know.
them out with light skinned women, like that's not gonna be a good look either.
I don't even know.
I don't know. But that's all I got to say about Potomac.
Yeah, well, we know now that there's no way Jeremiah could be Inks because she did IUI. Maybe.
Reporting to her. You know me,
Mhm.
I'd be lying. We don't know.
You saw my eyes.
I didn't. Your screen froze.
Oh no!
You
All right.
back now, but
Oh,
you're back. But when you said that, it froze.
yeah, no. Yeah, I'm still a little bit on that one.
Yeah.
She still don't know the timeline. She probably still could have. Anyways, yeah.
I mean, you could do. So I had to look up what IUI was because I didn't understand the difference between IUI and IVF.
Mm-hmm.
And now that I know what IUI is, there's still a chance that it could be
That could
embedded.
happen. Yeah.
If she was sleeping with him around the same time she did that procedure, yeah.
Mm-hmm. One of them little spermies could have went up in there.
It only takes one.
One
One
more.
time, one sale.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. Oh
Mm-hmm.
my Lanta. I'm done with them.
Okay.
Oh Lord. We done
We
talked
got
45
15
minutes
minutes
almost.
left.
All
Let's
right.
go into
Let's
Beverly
go on to
Hills.
buying Beverly Hills because I almost started watching the next episode yesterday. I was like, I'm gonna wait.
Yeah,
Because it's good. I
it is good.
like this. I like Mauricio's show. Shoot, I watch him
Yeah.
and the girls.
I watched that
So
before I watched Housewives of Beverly Hills, to be honest with you.
what? Because we get more out of this, literally, than we getting from Beverly Hills.
Mm-hmm.
So let's. On my top of my list is Karma Comes Back. Karma Comes Back, and that's what this episode should. Almost. Kind of sort of. That's what fucking what's his name get? No, Ben. That's what the fuck Ben get. That's what
Mm-hmm.
the hell he get. He's being ugly to Brandon and talking about you don't do nothing but selfies. Brandon's like, no, I have real estate stuff on there as well. So what are you
But
talking
then
about?
he tried to make it about a $20 million
$20
thing.
million, right? Now you just trying to make more shit up. And then you gonna lie and say you didn't say that. We just heard you, sir. You're mic'd. We heard you.
Right.
Like, get out of here.
And then it's like Brandon is talking to him about how he feels
What?
about the Instagram thing.
Listen, and then coming down and sitting down and having his back. Like he ain't right there.
Right. And now it's before he even knew there was an issue. So
Issue,
clearly
right.
there is an issue.
And so you already know
Right.
he don't care for him.
Right. And so Brandon is telling him how he makes him feel and he's disregarding it. That other lady, I'm not sure, I don't remember her name. His friend that was in the office with him. She came and talked to him.
Oh,
and was saying how
named Taylor.
Yeah.
Taylor something.
Yes. Tyler.
Some with a T. We're gonna figure it out.
She came and tried to break it down to him, and he still didn't care, disregarded his feelings. But he wanted to cry to Zach because Zach called his girlfriend a rebound.
And
is upset that his feelings aren't being considered.
No.
Or cared about. Like, you can't have it both ways. You can't say fuck you to everybody else, but then want to be upset when they come back around and say, well, fuck you too. Like,
right, and literally, I told you not to talk about her like that. She wasn't a rebound. He's like, so are you not secure in your relationship?
Right.
Yo, even though Zach is an asshole, Ben's an asshole too. They both assholes and they look alike. But that shit made me laugh. I was like, yo, this is literally karma coming right back to you in the same day. Or day.
The same event.
Right. Same event. Like, sir, stop crying. They was like, is he crying?
Right.
He's crying. Is he crying? I say, yeah, that man crying. He crying.
Like, you can't be ugly and nasty to people and then go want them to care about you.
No, but what he say? I don't have empathy. I don't. He doesn't do that.
Right. But you want people to empathize with you, though.
Right, about your girlfriend that you were with somebody else for 4 years and then weeks just met this other one and been together for 8 months. That's a long rebound, I guess.
But that clocked it, though, because if you're so secure in your relationship, what I say should have no effect on it.
It should not at all. And obviously, no, he doesn't. He's not secure in that relationship. Because he knows in his mind exactly what it is.
Mm-hmm. But well, what's I about to talk about?
But let me tell you, the forum looked like it was fun though. I ain't gonna lie.
It did.
I would love to have been there for that one.
Yeah.
Yes. And poor sis.
Oh,
But
the scene where Kyle and her three
Maurice,
oldest daughters, Sophia,
yeah,
Alexia,
they had
and
lunch
Farrah,
or
at
dinner together.
lunch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that that's the type of scenes I wish Real Housewives would show, especially when Alexia was talking about how hard it is to watch the show. Because for us, it's entertainment. We don't know these people, so we get on here and talk shit left and right or whatever.
But
Because at
we
the end of the day,
don't in their lives that aren't on camera,
right,
like on Beverly Hills. Mm-hmm.
right. And so it was refreshing to hear from the perspective of the children,
Correct.
to hear, even though they're grown adults, to hear like how hard it is to watch stuff like that and to see your parents get attacked. When for us, it's like, yeah, get them, blah blah blah, and then you know, it just put me in a different mindset because like, how would I feel if my loved one was on reality show and I'm watching it and I'm seeing like this group gang up on them or whatever? Like, I'm gonna be ready to throw hands.
Right. And every right, you are so right. But in my mind, I was thinking, do you know how your mother was acting before this this season before? Like
Hmm.
she probably was
But
attacking other people. But I mean, I get
I
that's
mean,
my
yeah, but
mom.
that's her mama.
Right.
Yeah. So of
Mm-hmm.
course you're gonna see it differently than us, the viewers.
Mm-hmm.
You're thinking like, okay, that's karma for you. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I ain't saying I'm gonna ease up off of Kyle because I'm gonna say
Definitely
what I'm
not.
gonna say. But I'm just saying it was nice to have that perspective
Correct. It was
of how
nice.
the rest of the family feels and how
Cause she
the
was
other ladies' kids may feel.
cried, yeah, and she started, to choke up a little bit talking about that, and she said she couldn't watch, she had to turn it off. And then
Hmm.
poor Sophia, that little baby right there. Oh
Yeah,
Lord, she's scared of life.
I feel for her too. That's
Hmm.
not something. It's not a result of her being sheltered or nothing crazy like that. Like that's just
That's
a real legitimate mental illness,
uh-huh.
and that's got to be, because I have anxiety disorder, but it's not that severe. You know what I'm
Correct.
saying? So
It-
it's already hard. I
it
know how
was
hard it is having anxiety. I can't imagine it being so crippling as it is for her.
for her, right. I do deal with anxiety myself, but I work on ways to deal with it because I'm older now. So, and I really didn't have this much anxiety younger age. Now that, it's just progressing as I've gotten older, but now I know how to work and
Hmm.
function with it. So, I'm hoping, she finds the outlet or, the help that she needs to work on that so she can be a stronger person mentally. Because that's what
Yes.
it's the mental. So yes, I want that for
Yeah,
her. There's some pretty girls. Oh my god,
I do.
gorgeous! I love
And they
them.
funny too.
They are. They
I
are.
love that scene where they're talking about who was going to take over the agency after Mauricio. You
Yes,
get Farrah talking about her qualifications, Alexia talking about her
Alexia
qualifications,
and
and then
Sophia.
Sophia talking about, I don't know what the fuck I'm
What
doing.
I'm doing. I laughed. I was like, that was me when I was younger. I don't know what the fuck I'm
Yeah,
doing.
that was cute.
Right, it was cute. I giggled. I chuckled. I loved it. We did because we watched it together. Oh my
Yeah.
god. But yes, so going to Mo and Kyle, when they were in the kitchen talking, you can see how Mo is still there. Mo is still invested in working this out. But Sister Kyle, she checked out. And I wrote that. And then that's the funny part. He says it at the end. She checked out.
Yeah.
She's
And
gone.
what's crazy though is that watching the Housewives of Beverly Hills before we started this, it looked like they played the scene like it was the opposite way. They
Right.
made it seem like Mauricio was checked out and Kyle was
And I
suffering,
was
and now this show is making it seem like Mauricio is trying and Kyle ain't. So it's interesting that these two different shows from two different production crews are taking the same issue But we
And
getting two different stories out of it.
we definitely are. We definitely are. He's like,
And,
I'm traveling, you're traveling. We got to fix this. And I think
mm-hmm.
her word was, eh, whatever. Or something like that. It was just like dismissive. I was like,
Right.
damn.
I'll be honest with you. I believe Mauricio before I believe Kyle.
Yes.
I feel
I
like Kyle is more calculating than Mauricio is.
He don't have time for that. He don't to be calculated. He doesn't have time to be calculated. That man got a whole
I'm
lot
not
of
saying
offers.
that man's a saint, because I'm sure he do be lying and shit.
I'm not
But
saying that at all. Not saying that
right,
at all.
I'm saying for public appearances, I don't see him getting on camera and acting as if he's a sympathetic victim, like I have seen Kyle do in the past with other issues.
Correct. Right. I never said that man was saying, because I know he done did. There's been fair share of stuff in their relationship. 27 years, it's some shit doesn't happen. Nobody's perfect, you know.
Right.
So, just I'm assuming at this point now, whatever has escalated or what has happened, she has disconnected. He's still trying to do it, trying to work on it, and she's just like, I don't want to do it no more. And sometimes it is that way. But like you said, on Beverly Hills, it made it seem like Mauricio was doing too much and never had time, and she wanted to work it out. As this show is, he wants to work it out. She's always gone doing a music video. 2 at that with Morgan.
Right, and I don't even know about the one. I didn't know there was 2.
She said she did 2 different videos. Now I don't know if she was in both of them, but we know for sure she was in one of them.
I'll be honest, she looked good in that video too. Have you seen it?
I saw clips. I didn't watch the whole thing. I don't even know.
I ain't watched because I don't even know Morgan like that. But from the clips I saw, Mama looked good. I give her that.
I saw she looked really good. It was a very interesting video. It was very nice, very interesting. Okay, but anywho,
well, we got 3 minutes left. Is there anything else?
No, I don't have anything else. Like I said, this little notebook came in handy. I know people don't do pen and paper no more, but me, I love a piece of paper.
Yeah. I do too. I prefer to write down than to type. I only type if I ain't got no pen and paper.
Right. I prefer to write everything. That's the grocery list. I still go in the store with a notepad and a pencil and pen and mark everything off when I go, because I got to add that. So yeah, I'm old school. I love it.
I ain't mad at it.
Do you have anything else?
Not really. I'm just so tired, child. I'm ready to go back into bed.
Well, go get your nap, honey.
I thought I was gonna throw my little cap on and just come on the camera and do my contractual obligations.
Well, it worked out since you couldn't find the black one though, but it's all right. You're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to go hat shop. I need some more of the hats.
Where you gonna go?
I don't know.
Okay.
I know Spencer's got some. I got a lot of attitude. I got some of the attitude hats.
The attitude hats?
Like, with the little sayings and stuff on them.
I used to have a whole bunch of those back in the day. I think my mom still got them at the house. I ain't even gonna lie, they there. I used to be crazy about trucker hats.
I need to get my hair did though, so I ain't got to wear no hat.
Well, you do it eventually.
At some point. Might not happen before next episode.
Yeah, but I wasn't thinking that either. But it'll happen when it's time.
When you gonna get your hair did?
My hair's done. I just wear this because I like it.
Oh, you do? If you like it, I love it, I guess.
Yeah, my hair's twisted under here. I just be like, let me just throw a little doodad up there.
Okay, Miss Erica Badu.
Yeah. Or as Marcus calls me, Muhammadia. I'm like, what? Okay.
Oh, Lord. You do not look like no Muhammadia.
Muhammadia. Like I'm Muslim.
Oh.
I'm not.
I know you're not.
There's nothing wrong with that, but no.
I was about to say something. I ain't even going to go there. But if y'all like what y'all seen and heard and you want more content, please like, download, subscribe, do all of the positive things. And we will be back next week.
Yes.
Bye.
Peace.